Alrighty, everybody. It's Thursday. There will be thoughting and some arting. We have stamps, but no kitties. I just wanted to get that right out there, out of the gate.
I was gonna keep them in suspense.
Were you? Oh, well, they were pretty riled up about the kitties, and I just didn't want to, Yeah. So perhaps on Sunday, because the cats need a little bit more work. But man, they are coming along and looking awesome.
They are.
Yes. So anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
we are PM Artist Studio.
Will you move your mic up just one little bit? Like it's just right there, and I hate when I can. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. Yep.
Is that good? Was it hanging in my face?
It was, and I don't like when there's like just a little blob of,
Yeah, no, it's like tree branches coming out of your head or something.
Yes, exactly. Alrighty, my arty friends, do say hello to the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We love to know that you were here because we are friendly people, especially these people here in the chat. Those are our super arty friends. You see, they've already made themselves known. They're giving Pinky hello hands. They're doing all the things. Me, hello, hello, hello. You know, that business. Because that's how I'm going to say hello back. Otherwise, I don't know. I just don't know. And then while you're doing that, thumbsy upsies. That's that little, give it a like down there. That's the #1 way that you can support this channel. The #2 way is by subscribing if you haven't already. One of these days, we will hit 10,000 subscribers and we will do a big old giveaway. And we have a big old palette. Like, I got a box back here of just awesome arty papers. We're going to have a buttload of stencils and IMPP stamps. And then there's all that golden stuff. Yeah, as long as you're willing to pay the shipping. That's the big ask this time. Anyway, let's say hello to everybody. Oh, and partners have been announced. So if you have signed up for a swap, you need to get over there to Makers. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group. And then, find your swap partner. And
I haven't done that yet.
You're new, then you need to wait until next month.
Oh, and Anthony's going to send us another Baron for our giveaway.
Oh, well, it's not happening yet. But, if you want, thank you, Anthony. That's so very sweet. And people, it's funny. I'm starting to hear about you on other channels and other places. The word's getting out about Anthony Cody. He's not just our Anthony Cody anymore. I don't know how I feel about that, Anthony. I'm happy for you. But, Anyway, we've got Acme Anthony, Art Curious. That's Miriam, Betty, Chiquita, Cookie Wookie. That's Mo, Darcy, Darlene, Devin, Rex. For Art, that's Yolande, Diane Olsen's here, Eddie, Elizabeth, Erna, Estella, Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda, Isabel, Jennifer, Jocelyn, Kathleen. Hello, Kathleen. I believe you are a new Kathleen to us, I believe. Kathy, Katra, Laura, Linda, Lydia, Mark, Maya, Patricia, Penka, Ricky, Rhonda, Sophia, Sandy, Silver Granny and her Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn, Star Traveler, that's Linda, Susan, Bill U, Susie Allen, SWL, that's Sherry, the Shelley Studio, that's Margle, and Tina Schwanberg. Hello. All right. Got quite the crew here today. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Simply that you didn't show up on the list, and that's something that YouTube does. So give me extra hello hands. Or
did you mention Mark? He has a bunch of pink hands.
I know Mark. Mark's our I tell you, he gets the
he's the waiver. Ellen B.
Hello, Ellen. Yes.
Ellen, did you see that Anthony's going to get
Mark, are you retired? I have questions about you. I don't know. He sent me a message, so I'm like just trying to figure out things. And as I begin to know people or have contact with them, I start to, then wonder more about them. And, you can tell me things if you want. Just curious. I was curious if you're retired. Because he was asking me about Pantone books. So he knows things.
Well,
that I would be interested in.
Anthony Cody said he was going to send us a color wheel Baron.
Did you know that she already got one?
He does, but that's for the giveaway.
Okay.
That one's for the giveaway.
Lots of people like that color wheel one.
I know. Okay. I would have mentioned it. It's because it is handy to have.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And I'm thinking LB for mine again because I love it.
He is retired.
Got it on my space back here. I don't want to get it all mucked up because it's so dang beautiful.
I think this is gonna be a pretty one that she just, you know,
This
whips
is
out when she
my
doesn't have
pretty one.
paint
See,
all over.
always put the yellow at the top when you put the yellow.
I don't have it top side because you're thoughting. Can you get to thoughting? Because there's some arting that
I
needs
need
to be
get
done.
the thoughting because I have lots of arting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you see my shirt today?
Well,
Can
your
you
little
read it?
scarf is in the. What's the top part? It says I am right. I'm not.
I'm not procrastinating.
I'm on a side quest.
Yeah,
It's a side quest.
it's a side quest. Okay, so that's going to kind of be the theme today. We're side questing since
The cats aren't ready.
the cats are MIA.
Well, they're not at. We know where they're at.
Yeah.
Just as felines sometimes are. They're just not, you know.
They're not cooperating with the whole the game plan here. Anyway, all right. So when I say I'm, you know, on a side quest,
Jackie.
granted some of my side
Carla.
quests circumnavigate the globe. I promise this is not going to be one of those, you know, Archie incidents. So here's the thing about going on quests: you will eventually end up back where you started, because that's what circumnavigate means. With, and this is the caveat,
I bet.
with a whole trove of things to use, ideas, materials, skills that will eventually enhance the original project idea. Plus, it was fun. There was no self-imposed deadline, and the pressure to produce gives way to unbridled creativity. So, quest on, sally forth, my dears. All right.
Was that? Is that it? Oh, are you still thoughting?
I'm still fine.
Okay, very good.
Here's the whole thing. When you don't have something you want or need, and you know that it's going to be, you're just going to have to replace it with something for a bit or whatever. You've got two choices here.
Mm-hmm.
You can be frustrated and angry.
Oh, they want you to move your mic a little closer to you.
Am I not being picked up?
Is that better?
That better?
Yeah. Now it hangs in the thingy, but it'll go away here in a minute. I'm good with that.
Should I speak on?
Speak on?
Speak on. Okay, frustrated and angry as one of the choices is great if your art is of the Jackson Pollock, you know, think / drip. If that's the kind of art you're doing, it's great. You should art angry. But
Just don't stay there.
number 2 is get on the side of quest. Use an alternative or materials, ideas, concepts, genres, etc. Okay, so the cat stamps are still in R&D. So what do we have that is ready?
Beetles
Beetles!
and bubble wrap.
Which is going to be rocks. Bugs and rocks.
Look at who's here. Talk about a side quest. How was your
Hey,
first day?
how
at
was your
school?
first day at school there, little?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, what's the one big takeaway? And then you got to go hang with Daddy. You understand takeaway?
I got a purple.
Woo!
What?
Day one.
purple?
Purple. Did everybody
Day
get a purple?
one?
Yeah.
Oh, tell them what the teacher said. I thought that was great.
Did you hear when Mrs. Gagne? Yeah.
Oh yeah, she even said it.
Oh, she did. That's cool.
Game.
And she said, she goes, well, we basically the gist of it was that really if they just made it to lunchtime today, all was good. Like there wasn't going to be a lot of, you know, a lot of major things. Hey, close that door. Anyway, little side quest there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So anyway, and then I got down here, and so I've been thinking about this morning
Mm-hmm.
since I learned, you know, that
Yeah,
I wasn't going to get
the kitties.
the kitties. So here's the thing. Compositionally, and I told you I was going to start talking about compositional things, design, you know, ways to do it if you're just using non-objective things like shapes, forms, that sort of thing, lines and textures. When you have that, you are balancing and you're making decisions compositionally and we're going to do this by placement. So intellectually, you know that. This, Mariah, could you topside me?
I can. Okay, you head out. Go see your daddy. He will feed you. No, did he? Okay, yes, you can have those too. Top side. Top view. There we go. Okay.
Topside? I'm
Yep,
there?
you're
No,
there.
I'm not. I'm not seeing it.
Wait, just
All right, now I
there.
am. Okay, so this is going to be considered what is far away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So things here at the top of the plane, the color, the okay,
What are you trying to say?
picture plane.
Yeah.
The top of the picture plane, I have a hair here, is always further away than that at which is at the bottom. So I thought I'm going to make a bug wall down here, and then my leaves and kittens in the bush are going to be here.
Oh.
Now I may even do something with the back because this is still not horribly interesting,
No.
but I haven't decided what to do back there yet.
Yeah.
And-
Well, and you want to kind of keep in mind that, you know, how is this thing going to be presented? And even if you were to like frame it or whatever, you may not want to get too crazy with the back.
Well, why would you frame a pouch?
Oh, maybe it's worth being framed.
Or you could just hang it on the wall, in which case you would also not be seeing the back.
That is correct. We did decide on the last ones that they should be some kind of mobile. Remember that?
You know what? I need to finish my coaster project.
That too. Oh, yeah, that was actually the mobile, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that was the one.
I don't know where it is. I'll have to find it.
I think that was the problem, is that you had lost it. It's stuffed away. So.
Well, I probably cleaned up.
Mm-hmm. For all we know, it could be in a pouch.
Yeah. You know, the other thing is I could have my bugs underneath the...
Oh, I think that would be, because usually you find bugs under the rocks and things, you know.
Yeah. They can be
Seems right.
crawling around up there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm still going to do a little thing down here with...
Oh, yes, Darcy.
The
You're in the
bubble-
right place.
the
You are
bubble
in
wrap.
the right place. Hi, Deb. I sent out your package today,
Okay.
Deb.
Now I'm going to show you a whole bunch of things. I'll get to the stamps, no worries.
But they are in the shop.
Yeah.
Yes, it was not lost. It's just put away somewhere very safe. It's been very safe. Look at, she's been busy.
I've been busy.
Now,
mean,
some
I-
of these you guys sort of saw.
Well, they saw the beginnings of this because
Yeah.
this is when I put down the gold and it wouldn't dry.
That's right.
Okay, so look at this. Is this not absolutely? I'm going to put it up into the technology.
And it looks like really fancy wallpaper. If y'all know, you know. If you know, you know. Darcy couldn't help herself.
Yes, it's not flocked, but you know, it's still fantastic.
You're in the right place.
That
Darcy.
one. I'm going to put my. I don't need that right now. Okay, so look at this. Isn't this wonderful? This is a flop off and
That seems personal.
a pickup. What?
I'm gonna read what Anthony wrote. I mean, it one of those things.
What? I got something up there when I moved my mouse. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All is well. Gosh, look at that. Doesn't that look great?
It does.
But this is absolutely a beautiful print.
Now that one you didn't do.
I didn't do any of these.
Those are all new.
These are all new.
Is what we're saying.
Sometimes, no, they're not all new. The back, one layer of them is
Mhm.
probably,
That's right, Laura.
yeah, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
I love that one. These are all using Sophia, or not all of them. Sorry, that particular one is Sophia's new and first stencil. She has stamps in the shop. This was her first stencil called Floral Filigree. And then the other one is Swish Splash Flora. Swish Splash Flora
Yes.
by Rhonda Griffin.
And let me just tell you something about this stencil.
Tell us.
This is a very cool, and I didn't realize it, and I don't know if she did it intentionally. Here, let's get one out here. I'll show you. It doesn't matter which way you turn it.
Oh, it's a full-on step and repeat.
It says full on step and repeat.
Did
so
you do that
what
on
I
purpose?
did is I just tried to get it a little bit off
Mm-hmm.
on this one. And look at that. Isn't that great?
Well done.
I really expected it to be different, but it wasn't. And that
So
was
you
like,
line something up and you're
wow,
like, that never
yeah.
happened. This is foolproof.
Okay, here's
ish.
my so I have and I'll show you these in a minute. Because I've got them back over here. Dadgum tissue paper floats around my
Ah.
brain. This is a pickup.
You know what YouTube needs? They need to create like a paid, kind of like cable chat where, you can be a little bit more like it's the rated R chat. You could go over there. If
And make rated R comments.
and make yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
But like it's only a certain group and you have to pay to do it, and then that way, nobody's offended, and then we're kind of like we know who they are, and it would be like the nerd in the chat, but like a little that would be lovely.
Everybody could be slightly irreverent and
Yeah.
naughty. Okay, I want to show these three together because I have discovered something. The blues are always
Mhm.
fast dryers. I don't know why it is, but we all know that.
Rhonda says, she says, she says, I'm going to have to check that out. She's not sure that she believes you.
That all blues are slow dryers?
No, that is flippable in all this. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
No way. I'm looking at it right now and I can tell you that that's not. No, it's not a step and repeat. You just pretty well got things lined up and you didn't.
Well, I
need
don't
to.
know how I managed to do it like multiple times in a
I don't
row.
either. You were on a
mean-
roll.
Yeah, I was. Okay, but I want to talk about the paint now that we've talked about that. That doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it may matter to some people. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me.
Uh-huh.
But I managed to do it more than once in the same way, so. See that?
Mo.
Amazing. So what I did here with the blue, and this is the small blue, which is actually, I love this color so much, but I don't use it because it's really hard to get a print off of it. As it dries before you get it brayered on. Seriously speaking, it does. But I mean, you add this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you've been a happy little girl. with
And
that
I
stuff.
mean to tell you, this just enhances your ability to make your colors do what you
Can
want
you
them to do.
please show them that rather than just talking about it? Because the smalt blue is a beautiful blue,
It is
but
a
it usually rolls out very kind of dry and has this texture-ish to it each and every time.
it does.
I am now just realizing that that is the smalt blue, but it's nice and all like, watery looking.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
The watery here. Okay, so anyhow, I'm not finished showing all my prints yet.
Okay.
But here's a look. This is one of the last pickups. And look at this. I'm getting
What's
some
that?
stuff off the stencil.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, what is that?
It's like a long haul.
Started to appear. Oh my God. This is what I was going to tell you earlier. She interrupted me or like made me lose my train of thought. Eddie did his video with the Murphy's oil. It's an ASMR kind of type video. It's fantastic. Highly entertaining. Highly satisfying.
I
And his
don't know
stencils-
what ASMR is.
Well, it's like people that like to listen to sounds and stuff, and they like really, it's all about sound and
Oh.
so there's like that kind of thing. It's not all he doesn't do talkie or anything like that, which you don't really need to. I mean, it's like, hey, put your stencils in a bucket, put the Murphy's oil in there, but he pours it in. I mean, it's so well done. I'm just sorry. I'm oohing and awing over Eddie's stencil cleaning video because that in itself, I mean, that little bucket of categories of cleaning your art supplies, if you're really into that sort of thing. And then he brushes away and scrapes away the paint. I mean, it's very satisfying if you're into that sort of thing.
Well,
into it.
I'll have to go over there. All right. So here's another thing I wanted to talk about. So when you're doing your brayer offs, if you go down the middle, look what happens here. Isn't that? And I mean, it took me a long time to discover this.
Yeah.
And I know that that doesn't seem like something that's, but a lot of times I'll just go down the one side, you know? But when you go down the middle, it just like, look at this. I don't have to do anything else to it. It looks great.
Just that stripe.
And then this is a flop off.
Yeah.
Well, this is a whole bunch of things. This is everything.
A ton
brayer off. It's both stencils.
Ooh.
And then a final overall of transparent red iron oxide.
Okay. Couple of things here. Number one, that is all the things. This is all the things.
All the things.
All the things. All the techniques. What do you call it? Potpourri.
It is a potpourri of gel plate
perfection.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. Autonomous sensory meridian response. I think I read that right.
Wow.
And then if you want to watch Eddie get dirty, there's the link in the chat. There you go.
Well, I thought it was more about him cleaning up after.
Well, it gets dirty though, because you know
the dirty gets
because it's
cleaning
like
is.
Well, yeah, you scrape off all the goo and.
Okay, you can tell this is a brayer off. It's a brayer off and a pickup.
This is just two of the things.
Now, okay, so I custom mixed this color, and I want you to, and I've come to the conclusion. I've come to the conclusion that.
True that.
All right, I'll talk about that one later. Look at this. Okay.
Ooh, I love the mixture of the shishiko with the one.
Doesn't that have movement?
Yeah.
But look at how I got that one down there to look like it's
offset.
Depth.
Yeah, called offset or drop shadow.
I thought that was marvelous. Even though I did
Sonia.
Have a little bit of white here and there. I still, you know, it's okay because you got some white that's not covered up out there. I thought that was a marvelous print. But I wanted to talk about this color that I've got mixed up here. Okay. And I even got, this is my mixer. Shut up, right? I'm calling this is chaos.
She just loves that little tape technique. That's what I was laughing at. And she knew I was laughing at that little tape thing that she likes to do.
Yeah. And I have noticed, and I just started noticing this a lot, that my gel plates really are yellowing out.
Yeah.
When I put it down on the white clean paper.
I said
see that?
Yes, I said the.
Oh, now this one's not so bad, but I can show you some of the others that are.
Would you like to know my theory about that? I mentioned it the other day.
What is your theory?
You've been using a lot more of your fluid acrylics.
Huh.
And I really feel like they tend to leave back more of the pigment.
Well, you could be right about that.
I don't know. Or create stain.
I think this is absolutely a frameable print.
Hey, Paula. Yeah, I like it. I think it's one of the best in the tape series.
Well, I've got 4 more. But this, you can see the color I was mixing up here. So it started out, I had a whole bunch of this, and Mariah came and talked to me about, oh, I know. So I'd mix this up using white and the golden, and maybe a squirt or 2 of the transparent red iron oxide. I don't know if I did that or not. I don't know if that may have came later. No, I think what I did, I take that back. Forget that.
She's got to finish her conversation with herself. 1 second.
I used this open. But then I used the yellow. And I think it's open also.
Yeah.
Because I look at all these prints I got from one mix.
Sonia would like to know, what are your plans with all these prints?
Well, some of them will become the little cards that you receive in the mail.
With orders. Packet print.
And a couple of them, I'm going, like this one, I'm going to hang on to this for a while. I really like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that one. I'm definitely keeping this. I love this. This will probably be a packet.
Yeah.
But look at this. Okay, here's this. Here's
The yellow
sequence.
went a long way.
The yellow went a long way. This is the flop off, and this is the print pickup. Aren't they just gorgeous?
Mm-hmm. I love
But
it.
I mean, this has 3 different applications of the same stencil.
Yes. She couldn't line that one up.
I didn't even worry about it. Didn't even worry about it. But look at this one. Isn't it cool how
Hey,
it's
Trish, no
becoming,
worries.
because this is one of the last ones I pulled, so there wasn't that much paint on there. But it really enhances some of those orange
Enhance.
hither and yon.
What's
Okay,
what's the stencil in the background? Or is it the same one?
it's the same one.
That's really interesting.
It's just turned.
It's cool how like the little circle areas sort of.
Yeah, interact with each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Juliet. Welcome, welcome. Those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're watching on the replay, let us know. We like
Okay,
to know.
this is a brayer off with another stencil underneath it, and I can't tell you which one it is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Mariah can.
Hey, Paula, you may want to turn your, like, if you're trying to view it at like, 1080 or whatever, you might bring it down like to 720 or one of those or whatever it is, and it may stream better for you.
Okay, now, initially, I intended this to be
Mm-hmm.
used for
Hi, Marguerite.
the cat stamp background, right?
I mean, you can still keep it.
I'm still thinking about using it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut in half, because
Mhm.
I think I can get 2 cats out of each. I can get 4 out of one page.
Yeah.
So, to that effect, all right. So
Those are the prints.
those are the prints. I'm very proud of them. Oh, I do have some more over here. Sorry.
Deb says she loved that one that was on top. Yeah, that's the all the things print, I think. Or no, which one was that? That was the fancy wallpapery looking one with the gold. Yeah.
And then this one is just
Yes, Susan, we have cats coming. They're
this is
still
just with what is this one, Mariah?
choppy waters. And then
No, the background one.
yeah, no, I'm trying to see it.
I don't know what it is either. It's very cool and I like it. It works well with this one. So those are the prints.
Yes, on Sunday. That's hope. I would say so. I mean, I think one more little round of cutting, and we should be good to go.
Okay. So yesterday, I decided that I'm going to try something, a different approach to this. All right. So what I did on this one is I put the stuff down first, right? And then I layered the prints on top, and it's 2 different views of the same, I think.
Right.
Maybe not.
So go in the other direction.
I think the reason that you're saying that is because this one underneath is a flop off.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to see a different aspect of the stencil.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Right. The reverse.
And then the last one, the pull layer was the creamy white.
Exactly.
So there's like 4 different layers here.
Yeah.
That have been pulled.
It's fancy.
And I think that's kind of an accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
And to get it all up.
And you know what I pulled this with? The Titan Buff fluid.
Oh.
Rather than the heavy body.
Well.
And the reason it went kind of a little more tanny than it really is because I had some goopy stuff on my brayer. Oh, hey, and I pulled my brayer skin. I gotta show you that. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. What the hell did I do with it?
Remember, so what, that wasn't last stream, but the stream before, I think she put down the gold crackle crinkle. When there was all the crackle crinkle talk.
Oh, and here, and I think this is a really beautiful.
Ooh.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, that is.
It was just a plate cleaner thing. But I want you to look at this.
I'll show it up in
Brayer skin.
That's mighty fine. It's thick too.
Well, if you let them get nice and thick,
I mean, that thing is really
it's
thick.
a way easier to get them off.
Yeah.
And I think it's a
Yes.
wonderful example of brayer off skin.
Hey, fur is hard, even when it's, kind of stylized.
Yes, and what I will remind you, on your clean new brayer. Now, the reason I don't soak these in Murphy's oil, I did once. It took forever for that stuff to get out of there. It kept
Gooing out.
gooing out when I would brayer it.
Gets in the hole.
Then
Then it keeps on giving.
So I don't soak it. Now, do not use metallic as your first.
I wonder if you could put little stoppers or something in the end so it didn't get inside of there, so you didn't have that problem if you did want to soak it. Now keep in mind, if you soak it, you're not gonna get a skin like a regular skin.
No,
It may still come off,
but it isn't going to be pretty.
it's more gonna be goo.
Yeah,
It
it's
turns
going
to
to be
goo.
messy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I have to tell you this because you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But a new use for the toilet paper roll. I taped one to one of my columns here because I'm always wanting a brayer to brayer down the stencil
Uh-huh.
when I do the flop off. So that toilet paper roll keeps that right there and out of the way.
One more use.
Hot diggity.
Laura would like to know what are you saving all your little pink trinkets? That's what we call them around here, trinkets and trophies. And
Where am I saving or what am I saving them
well,
for?
you can show them in your little jar. That's the mid jar. Then there's a bigger jar around here somewhere.
Yeah, it's over yonder. When this gets full, I dump it in the big jar. I don't know. I want enough of them that I can really be extravagant.
If you hear us talking about Archie, that was originally the thought with Archie, that he was going to be covered in those. But then we painted him gold.
And fell in love with the gold.
Well, she really did, because she spent a lot of time getting him gold.
Yeah, I did.
And all up in his orifices.
Okay, so now I have here
Mhm.
3 different metallic backgrounds to work from. What I'm going to do today, or attempt to do today,
Mm-hmm. Hi, Jennifer.
and Mariah wants me to do I don't feel like doing that right now. I'm really into this project that I've got going here.
Doing
With
what?
these, making backgrounds for my kittens. But I can work on that later.
Yeah,
Because
I
I've got until Sunday now.
Yeah.
Because that'll be the next time we can possibly. All right. I'm going to address some problems.
Oh, yes. She has hit the reason.
Yes. And I'm really glad it happened to this print.
That's right. Metallic acts like...
Now, see, look at this. It's still sticking, and I don't even have any paint down there. It's just sticking. And was a set it up and let it dry off.
Because I wanted her to try that, because people said that is true. And maybe it is, and I don't doubt it. But again, here, this is what we run into.
Now, these are going to be fabulous pieces for,
Yes.
collage if you want to do that. But,
Mhm.
if you'd like to get a whole print, I don't recommend using the rice paper for long dry times.
Right. Hey, Patty.
It's a get it down on
Hi,
that
Gerald.
plate and get it up.
Mhm.
No lollygagging, no messing about.
This is the Gossin. Sorry, I
Yes.
had to think of the spelling in my head. And then, yeah, Gossin.
And it could also be, because if you feel the gossin, it's got 2 sides to it.
There are quite a few of them. If you really pay attention, there are 2 sides to them.
So I really should give this another try on the smoother side, which is not going to be
It's going to release.
down on it.
Not so grippy.
Yeah. Like I said, collage paper. Now we got to figure out how to get the rest of this off
Yeah,
of it.
and Lynn, I think, yeah, that's a great question. We don't have a lot of die cuts or whatever. She was asking if anybody had die cut their paint skins into something. You know, like some people have like the little flowers and the little things.
Well, since we don't have one, I really hadn't.
Now we have talked about trying to like put it through the winder to emboss it. My only worry with that is that it would probably just flatten out.
Yeah, I don't really see that as being.
Yeah, you need something to hold. Like, it would actually be better if you emboss something that would actually hold the embossing and then lay the thing on top of it, because it would actually mold to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Eddie did do a trifecta. He did the color combo, the collage prompt, and he did it under the that was probably not very fair to everybody, because I didn't post the theme to everybody. I didn't post it in Makers. So if y'all want to know the theme, you need to look at you need to watch Eddie's video. You want to know the Makers Creative Collab theme. Keeping it secret now.
Mean, some of these little booger-boos, they're stuck down. The reason I say use your fingernails is because your fingernails are not going to damage your plate unless you've got some of those
long, yeah,
Allen things.
Yeah. I don't, if they're all sharpened, you don't want to be doing that. But if you have just,
I'm just trying to rub the paper off. I know I can get the paint up.
Yeah.
It's the paper that creates the
issue. Yeah, I would think that, like, especially if you did texture paste and then laid the skin over it, I think that would work quite nicely. Because then they would even, like, kind of adhere to one another, because that texture paste is pretty grippy.
Okay. Now, if I was really, serious about this, I could take it in and rinse it off in the sink to make sure I've got all of it off there. But now I've just got it all over me and everywhere else. But that's what you do. Okay, now, well, you can feel where the paper is with your hand. I can use that for something else. Up.
That dried off.
I don't know.
Yeah. She was just trying to get to it so that way it would come up easier.
Yeah.
Susan.
Okay, it's still wet. See, it's not picking up.
Yeah.
And it's not going to pick up until it's dry. Okay, I'm not going to mess with that. I'll just put that back over here and we will.
Yeah. But at least with the paper off, because otherwise it takes flipping forever, because you're just going to have to.
And I could go ahead and just, leave this on here and pull another print.
You could.
Okay. So here's another one. And I want you to know,
Yeah,
I
look at
cut
that.
those curved out of that one piece of tape, and that's no small feat. Here to tell you.
In case anybody wants to know what she's spending her time doing. There you go.
But this is one of my mixing projects. You can see on there, right there.
She likes making these paint prints, or tape paint prints.
Yeah.
She pulls it up with the tape.
And I could have a whole, if I were to,
Yeah, you got a series.
yeah, I've got a series going.
Well, the tape was just washi tape, and it's the thicker one, and then she cut it. So then it created that, so then she did the pull-up tape business, and then she put black to pull the print. That's why it looks like black tape.
Now this is a brand. I've used this very rarely. In fact, I just found it the other day. See the difference in the. It's really nice and
I
clear.
haven't seen that one yet, Paula.
And then see this one.
Look at that. Those clean plates. Is that what we're
It's
oohing?
slightly yellowed.
Boy, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're clean. Yeah. That's another way to look at it, Deb. Mm-hmm.
You can tell I've recently
Hi, Joni.
cleaned that plate.
Oh, 120. Okay, thank you. I will try to.
This is when I was trying to make salmon, remember?
Yes. So that was, and when she said, hey, you know, you'll see this print later on with something else on it. And this is, yeah. And little washi tape removal. Hi, Adria. Is that tape too?
Mm-hmm.
It's
These are all my mixing. But I thought what was cool right down here in this corner. I don't know why that happened.
That is interesting.
Okay, one more and we'll be done. Oh, I wanted to pull this because I'm going to stamp bugs on this.
I don't know about that, Lynn.
What?
Lynn said she wonders if you could soak your whole gel plate in Murphy's oil. I don't know if I would do that.
I wouldn't do that.
It seems like it might start doing some weird things.
I think it would dissolve.
Yeah.
Honestly. I think that's not, I vote no on that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Stamps, y'all.
Stamps, y'all. Well, I'm just thinking this might work really good for some of those bugs. Okay. Now, Mariah will tell you about the bugs. What they started out as, right? Stencils.
Yes.
These bugs started out as stencils.
From Fran.
From Fran.
The original is the Beetle Bunch, and I think they come in 2 sizes. Pretty sure.
And remember, I used some of these on my cars. I think so.
What are you talking about?
No, maybe I used Susan's.
No. Stop trying to remember names.
Yeah.
Michelle Sharp.
Thank you.
Her
Susan.
Beetles.
Yeah.
Yes, which are much larger. And then she's like, well, can you make hers this size too? And I said, no, we can't. Without some serious, like, the cats are, you know, like that kind of business. And we can only take on one project at a time.
Okay. So you came up and took these back from me?
I did, and then I gave them back to you.
Put them on the papers.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the other thing. I was so excited when I saw these. I said, oh gosh, look, rocks.
Yeah, she thought. But that's fine. They're rocks. Bubble wrap rocks.
Bubble wrap rocks. And voila, 3 different sizes.
From
How exciting is that?
And sorry, Carrie, I'm, you know, showing him on a Thursday. You know, he's not here on a Thursday, but I don't think he minds one way or the other. And then I'll send his.
Oh, because he watches the reruns and comments.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. He would comment if he were here.
Yeah.
But, yeah. He's working.
And I'll get yours out.
He has a job.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do today.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make rocks
Bye,
for
Trish.
our rock wall at the bottom of our pouch.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do some stamping of the bugs. And I don't know that I will use all of the bugs. We'll just have to see.
Yeah.
Because I would really like some of them to be
there are 4 styles of
embossed bugs.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. It looks like a water beetle. I could even use water.
There you go. Yeah, these are kind of fantasy bugs.
Yeah, fanciful.
Fanciful. Whimsical
Whimsical.
bugs.
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 Yeah, these two are probably more like real bugs.
Bossy bugs. I don't know.
As only Fran does bugs.
Yes.
But now I've seen weird bugs in the Amazon forest that have little things like that all over them. So you can just think as fanciful as you want. They don't even look like bugs. They look like twigs or something.
Yes.
With knobbies.
Or feathered. They look like,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Hi, Gina.
You know, what I do with these sometimes is I just put these in my trading pouch of the month.
Trading pouch of the month.
Trading scraps, you know.
Your scrap swapper.
Scrap swapper. And I haven't really started one because I haven't decided yet how much I'm going to use. So this may be one of those months that is kind of towards the end of the month when you get your stuff.
Power ballad.
Because I haven't
bugs.
decided what I'm going to use and what I'm not going to use.
That glass is so gross.
All right, let's get after it. Now, I'm going to just be really boring and stamp with black. Because somehow or other, I'm going to use a colorful background with the bugs. And then, you know, fancy cut them out so that you see the background behind them. And I want that contrast there. So I think black is my best option. I might go to red also. I might even do some of my brown.
Okay, can you...
But it's all going to be dark. It's not going to be light.
I mean...
I could, you know, after I said that, as soon as it was out of my mouth, I thought about the black tissue paper. But I am not cutting out black tissue paper. I cut out tissue paper, that angel.
You know what I think you should use?
What?
You should use some of that new paper that we were talking about. Because I even sent Deb, I sent you some ones that we haven't even shown on stream yet. Because Deb's doing the paper, you know, Paper Matters database. So she needs to know as much as she can possibly know. But there were those Yomagashi ones. Yomagashi? That really thin business. Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you, but I got some other ideas too, you know.
Okay.
I'm going to use some of my prints.
Hi, Michelle.
I might get to that other stuff, but I don't know.
All right. Because
and I have a brand new
I'm so sorry. I get used to this new schedule. 6 a.m. came very quickly.
it did me too. And, you know, Brad, I think Brad went to bed slightly before I did, and I went to bed around, well, close to 1.
Goodness. Was he still up then?
Well, I thought, I was pretty sure he was, because the light was still on in the...
Oh, well, that doesn't mean anything. Sometimes he falls asleep with the light on in there. Yeah, but maybe.
All right, so I really like this little fat squatty bug.
So that's number 4. If you want to know the styles, because there's style 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't get real, you know, detailed about it. It's Beetle Bunch, style 1, 2, 3, and 4. The little squatty one's number 4.
And I'm trying to get lots of, I want to get a really good, strong print here. So I'm trying it out over here on my paper.
Yeah.
First. Because one of the things that Mariah does is she uses that one kind of...
yeah, why you can actually see them right now is that they have pumice on them. And pumice, like, meaning, you know, the distress oxide color pumice. Because it helps show up in the...
and I have about
pictures.
3 layers of paper here, so I've got quite a bit of, you know, that. Ah, look at that. Love it. Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
that looks great. Where is Fran? I meant to holler at her, but I tell you, we have just been like, I mean, this morning.
There, I think that's going to work. I won't have to crowd them quite so much.
You know, if you would use the little one. Oh, never mind. You're doing a great job. I love you.
I'm tired. That's in the way right now. So.
Yeah, Darcy mentions that 3 layers of paint, which is not absorbent like paper. So keep that in mind. Don't. Because if you touch your bug right now, it's gonna,
yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, and we really tried to, like, you know, prep this week as far as like getting up and whatnot, but that just didn't happen. I mean, when you can sleep in, you sleep in. So I will say though, we were much better about going to bed this whole week. But still. Yeah, I saw that posted. I haven't watched it.
Look at that.
He's more into watching watercolor. I'm not totally into the watercolor.
Okie dokie. And we decided this one, right? Yeah, with the feathery.
Well, school doesn't start that early, but if we want to get things up and going and get my clothes on and ready, 6 a.m. is the time.
And plus our darling baby sometimes
there's a lot of messing about. Like if I could be guaranteed that she's going to take care of business, we could sleep in a little longer. But that rarely happens. Oh, early in the year. Yeah. Well, some kids started even before we did.
Oh my gosh. Now that is quite the accomplishment. That could actually be a print.
That could.
A frameable print.
I like it. It looks fantastic on there.
And let me tell you what. That's not easy to do.
You did
to
good
get
work.
A good stamp every single time. That's why you need lots of little trial offs over here. Oh, I'm not going to cut I don't know. I just think that's really cute.
Yeah. This is how it happens.
But it even looks kind of bug journal-y. All right, I'm just trying to find some more backgrounds here that aren't so busy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know about stamping on, because metallics are even slickier than.
Yes.
But we're going to give it a try.
Just do it.
It's just chuckles and grin. Okay, this is definitely my favorite bug here. The one with the feathery.
Yes.
Antennae.
The most flamboyant.
The flamboyant bug.
He's overcompensating with this.
But you should not touch the ink. The ink of the stamp.
Yeah.
Until much later.
Yeah. Undetermined, but later. You were stamping like a pro today.
Well, I told you I've got about 4 layers of paper here that I haven't ripped off.
I mean, people kept saying.
Needed a bit of
some squish.
Yeah. All right, we haven't used this one yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mo wanted to see, more of the bug detail in the technology.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Mo. I'm kind of autopiloting.
You're supposed to be reading me relevant comments.
School in Ontario is out until June, back after Labor Day. Yeah, like back in the day, ours started like
in September. Schools anymore are just basically a glorified babysitting service.
Well, we appreciate that.
One of the tricks is to make sure that your stamp pad is well oiled.
Well oiled. Well inked.
Ink that sucker up every single time.
Mm-hmm. Eddie says he's familiar with that bug.
He is?
The flamboyant one.
Now, see, it isn't sticking as well to the, you can almost see down there where there's not any ink
Right.
or not any paint.
Paint. Yes.
But where the body of the bug is, it's kind of, well, I should just shut up and stick it up there.
Put it in the
It's
technology.
kind of textured.
But I still think that looks cool. Now they look real spacey with the silver, you know? Space bugs.
Space bugs.
The other ones were ancient bugs. They were on like a, you know, a stone wall or something like that. These are space bugs.
Oh, moved it.
No.
On this slick surface, it's really hard.
Jittery bug. It's a jitter bug. That's hilarity.
Okay, so I need my little beetle. I don't want that point to go right up his bum. That would be rude.
This would be rude. Just seems rude.
Oh, is he? Yesterday they met before. Yesterday,
Yeah.
okay,
Meet
they
the
went up
teacher.
and made art on the sidewalk.
I posted that, you know, if you want to see
And
it,
then
if you're friends with me.
The teacher. Yeah. So she before she went, she says, "I just hope she's nice because I'm such a sensitive person that I need my teacher to be nice."
The baby. I like them on the silver.
Well, I do too, but boy, can you tell.
Yeah.
And this is really a good experiment because you've got the part where it doesn't have the silver, then you see the part where the silver is. It's not in your stamping style. That's just going to happen with that metallic paint. Okay. Well,
Oh.
there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do some of the rocks. I'm just really thinking. Okay, here's what I thought.
Okay.
I've got two ideas here.
Okay.
Stamp the rocks onto already printed papers. Well, we saw how that went across, but I think we could use that to our advantage. Like if I were to do some of that up here, and since I've already got it out, I think that would be totally appropriate. What I do want to do today is I do want to use the gel plate to get some paint down and do some paint bugs. Just,
Paint bugs. Yes.
using the gel plate to get impressions
Sorry.
of the bugs.
Little brain.
All right, well, let's try these. All right, I'm whipping down some more jet black Archival Rangers ink, which actually I think, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have people that are telling me that, I use different inks in my. But if you gotta break some eggs to make a cake.
Right on, sister. I have discovered the issue. One moment.
What is the issue?
Well, this is, Mariah tired brain, and then this is Brad going, told you to check things.
Ancient home.
Sometimes it totally makes sense why things are not happening. Sometimes it's very apparent, is what I'm saying.
But the other thing about this is maybe combining, because once this is dry, you can gel plate over the top of it, and it stays put.
Stays put. Boom shakalaka. There you go, y'all. Got it fixed.
What did you do?
Sorry about that. Oh, I hadn't entered pricing, and so it doesn't list it. Like, if you don't put pricing on something, it won't list it. Hi, Kim. Oh, Candy says on that one stamp, don't you see a bird head and a body? She said if you, on stamp number 3, if you cut the legs off and part of the pinchers, it looks like a bird. Legs off and pinchers.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Because what I really envision doing with these rocks.
I just, kudos to Carrie, by the way. Because, like, here's the thing. He's pretty new to some of this, like, turning things digital business. I'm very proud of him on this, turning the bubble, like, making it happen.
Well, here's the thing that I thought. You know how I did the leaves? I cut them out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and we're going to build a bush with the leaves, right?
Yeah.
So if I come up with and just cut random rock shapes out of these,
That'd be fabulous.
and then put them down on the gel plate and do them in different colors, it's going to be more convincing as a rock wall.
Well, I think you could also just, use the stamp and stamp different colors and move it around and create texture that way too. Yeah.
Certainly is true. I think we should try both.
Yes.
Okay, this needs to set and not be touched for a while. So we're going to put it back over here. Okay. I have a surface that I don't in my... All right. So, and really, it doesn't matter, or I have not found it to matter so much on the
What are you trying to say?
Cleaning the stamp up before you use, like, the gel plate.
Oh, yeah, I don't think, I mean, the main thing is that you absolutely 100% do not want to leave acrylic paint on your stamps. The ink itself, not a big deal, and it'll mix in with the paint. It probably will activate or reactivate, resolubilize or whatever.
Yeah.
So, it could create some interesting things, but other than that, it's not a, not a bad thing.
I really like Mariah's idea of coming in with
they do have a little yes, they're little robot bugs.
All right, so we've got these, and the only one in here that's not the Yatsumoto is this one, and this is the Maigrice. And it's half ripe.
Yeah, and we learned about that for Fran.
Yeah. So this is, and it really, both sides of this are equally. There's not a lot of difference in the texture of that. But we'll try one of those. And I'm just going to put them down here and stamp off onto them. so that I get a lot of variety. Then this is the sketch paper by Yatsumoto.
And that's probably the one that
I like it the best.
Right. And I think most of you guys are familiar with, because some of those other people that do gel printing that have bigger channels than us
Oh, wow, that's weird.
talk about these a lot.
Okay, I think what I did is I pulled off the back sheet. But it doesn't make any difference.
No.
Okay, so that's the sketch paper.
Mhm.
And it comes in a larger version, 14 by 9 by 14.
Yes, a lot of their papers come in different,
multiple.
Yes. Okay, you're freaking out the camera. You need to put something in there for it to focus on, because all it sees is white stuff, and then when you move it around, it just goes. Thank you.
Okay, this is the Gasson, which Mariah thinks this is the one that came off.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
It was written on there.
It was? You saw it?
I saw it. My own two eyes.
Well, then I used the wrong side, because I've used it before.
Yeah.
And it was successful. And here's the...
Susan says, "Oh, the dreaded back sheet." She's done that before with the
what?
The back sheet thing. Not the Backstreet Boys, but you know, the back sheet.
Yeah, okay. So we've got these 4 different...
Hi, Mimi. And hi, Jackie. I don't know if I said hello or not, but hello. And to anybody that's coming in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy up.
4 different kinds of rice paper here.
Yeah.
But
But hey, now, are you stamping on them? Is that what your dealio is? I really think you need to bust out with those other 2, the Ashi something and the Yusugami ones, because they are super thin and I think will be fantastic. In fact, one of them said, and it has like, it must have a sizing or something in it too, because it felt like, anyway, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm just throwing out some information for you. Me too, Sophia.
huh.
Hi, Sophia.
Well, my other thing here is, you know, how am I going to do this? I mean, and get stampy stuff on all of them so that we can make a reasonable
comparison.
You know, because if you're just pulling out and doing apples and oranges and whatnot, it's not terribly.
We're not given great information.
Well, I don't think I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know that tape is going to be an issue. And I guess it's not, because I'm not peeling that booger off.
Okay.
If I'd noticed it earlier, I would have.
Hi, Maritza.
So, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to use...
Can you talk us through your game plan there?
Yeah, I'm just...
Or are you still working it out?
I'm still working it out.
Okay. She's pulled out the gel plate. She has rice papers. That's all I know. Stamping may or may not occur here in a minute.
Well, it's going to. It's just,
okay.
I don't see any way to get more than a couple of these down at a time.
Okay. Yes. Oh, I see. You were trying to kind of stamp them all at the same time.
Them.
Yeah, I think you're worried about things that don't need to be worried about.
Well, and besides that, if I stamp through them, it's going to probably go to the one underneath. All right, well, we'll just start off with this one because I have lots of it.
Oh, and there's a green mat down.
And it's super cheap. Okay, what color do we want our bugs? Do we want them buggy or do we want them?
I am so sorry.
Powsie Wowsie.
Powsie Wowsie bugs. Because you're going to make them brown eventually anyway. Should start off with some excitement.
We'll just get a little bit of my... I think it's open.
My suspicions are.
My suspicions are it is.
Let's not say it on the packaging, but
I need to clean my edge off so that I don't keep pulling that little booger out because I get it all over me.
yeah. This is that yellow that she used on all those prints that she showed earlier.
A little squirt of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to see that
It's clogged
the
up.
nose nozzle's clogged up because it's clear.
Clearly.
I try to wipe it off, but sometimes it just
You're right. Yes, it was yellow iron oxide. And we think that it's open because even though it doesn't really say it on the jar.
No, it's nickel azo.
Oh, sorry. Nickel.
They're so much alike that really, seriously. All right, so I'm getting this is kind of transparent. I'm not sure I want it transparent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some open white. This is just to keep it, you know, it's not like one of those deal breaker things if you don't have it.
Careful. Playing with fire.
I think I managed not to muck it up.
This is kind of like double dipping the chips.
It is.
But we know.
But this actually says open, so I know for sure that it's open.
Right.
My other white, I really honestly think it's not open.
Remember, we got these through the seconds program that Golden has. And those are going to be what we do in the big old giveaway. Because like they sent us multiples of certain ones. And it's like, we would never be able to use them all in the amount of time that, you know.
All right. Now, one of the things that about this is using this mixture that we've got going here is when I get ready to do something with the bugs, you know, say cut them out or print over the top of them or whatever, I can use a contrasting color and we're going to have some great stuff going on there. All right. This is a good one to get our
Creamsicle.
And I have enough here to do 2 or 3 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it on my brayer. And when I get through with one round of bugs,
roll out the next.
I'll come back in. And I'm trying to cross hatch this because I've got way more paint out here than I actually need.
A lot of paint.
A lot of paint. That's all right.
Oh, even when we walked to school this morning, it was hot.
Delightful. Look at that.
Well, we would love to see it, but that's right behind me. I guess it could turn me on. Yeah. Oh, hold on. There.
Whoops, lost a leg there.
Sometimes that happens. It's the life of a bug. This way you don't have to watch me yawn. He's going to be a little bit trickier with all that detail in the... He does look like a peanut. I think this is the one Candy was talking about earlier.
Yeah, okay. I got a pretty good one there.
Oh, Mo says, wow, look at these bugs. Awesome in acrylic, too. Those details. Yeah, they really are stamping off quite nicely. I'm very impressed. And she's got a buttload of paint over there. So that in itself should...
Buttload.
Yeah, that's the technical term. It's a scientific thing. Look it up.
Okay. And see how I've smushed it down in there? But it's still going to work because I'm not going to press it down all the way.
Okay, can you show us some technology?
Okay, now this is why I did that. This is why you need open paint.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep using that same plate over and over again.
All right, show us that sheet. I don't know if I have this listed in our Amazon shop. I feel like we might, but it's a, what was it, live? It's like a live or raw or something like that. Rice paper, which, yeah, rice paper. Now this is the Torinico.
Noco.
Torinoco. I know. You know, it's one of those things. Juan, yeah, Juan, yeah. Is it Juan? Juan? Yeah.
I'm really liking this. I'm getting a lot more crisper image on this than I did on the
With the ink.
the one that I just did.
Oh, okay. Well, and part of that is going to be, number one, you rolled out less paint.
That could be true.
So, you know, as you get that thinner, then there's a nice little balance, you know?
Oh, I don't know why I can't. It's because I can't see the edge of this. I got to get rid of this one thing here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see where I'm stamping.
Gotcha. Let me see. Did you order that paper? Hold on. What was that called? Live?
What?
Well, it was called like live rice paper or something. Like live.
Oh,
rice.
half raw.
Half raw.
Half raw. Yeah, that. Okay. Now we're going on with the, this is the sketch paper. And I am thinking that it is probably going to be a good one also. Yeah. Really nice. Really nice. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, may have gotten a little carried away with my inking process there.
Your
Or my,
inking.
I have all my bugs. I think I have all my bugs represented on all of these. One more of this little guy because he's my favorite one. And the reason I really I'm loving this sketch paper is it's a little stiffer.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a lot easier to okay, now what I'm going to do, or I'm going to have Mariah do it, is take these in and unwash these off. But we want to have a buggy print here.
Buggy. Okay. I have added it to the Amazon. So if you want to take a look at it. And it's at the end of after all the Yasutomo papers.
That was over the one that I was stamping off on.
A lot of paint. So much paint. So much paint, y'all. Okay. Let's see
Still
here.
a lot of paint, huh? Yeah.
That's right. So that's where I remember that. So I wasn't losing my mind. See, the one, remember, Fran had was called Live. but that was listed like over there on the UK Amazon. But the one that we found is called like half raw. Thank you, Deb. See, Deb knew what we were talking about. Mm-hmm.
All right, Mariah, you need to go and wash these if you don't mind. Or at least throw them in with the...
Hey, Betty Penny. Yeah, I'll go put them in some water.
Wet them. So that they're not...
Yeah.
Because some of the little details are already starting to get...
Oh, yes. And yeah, you're making Lynn nervous.
I'm making her nervous.
Yeah. Get him on a baby wipe or something. Then Deb's like, it's making me nervous too.
Use the scrubber. All right. Got lots of that color of bug. Hope I like it. Yeah. And we didn't manage to use that last one. Wait, oh, that's the Tornado. The Gasson. Okay, that's a lovely painty background. That might be a really cool thing to do the bugs on, stamp the bugs on, because you've got some little places here where you can actually see the bug imprint. But let's see about this, because I think we're finally getting down to where...
Hey, I'm soaking them. You can scrub them.
Okay. But they are covered. You made sure you put something on top of them so they don't float.
They're floating in water.
But are they floating face down?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me know if you guys want our faces back or not. And I'm kind of enjoying just being in the background. Oh, that's cool.
That's going to be cool. Okay, I'm leaving this on there.
Mo was seeing hummus in the creamsicle.
She was seeing what?
Love hummus.
We love hummus. Yes, we do.
It's not keto, let me tell you.
All right, now what we're going to do...
Floating. They're floating, Mo. Nobody's drowning. They're like those little water bugs, you know, just hang out on top of the surface. They're just hanging out. Terrible dirt.
That was an absolutely beautiful color of...
It is. And Lynn is breathing a breath of relief.
I'll clean that one off. I just wanted to use that paint up. Oh, look at that's going to be a fantastic background thing.
Look at that yellow background.
What, pardon?
I said, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a
yellow.
I'm going to turn your face back on. They needed to see that look that you gave me.
All right.
Well, these are whimsical, like, you know, these are very sweet bugs.
Fanciful.
Snuggly bugs.
And the thing about this is if it's just skimming on the surface, I don't even worry about it. I just think it adds to the depth of the stamp. I know that. I don't know if that's kind of a...
Boy, she's really changed her tune, hasn't she?
Yeah, I know. I was totally...
Yeah.
But...
She's learned.
I'm moving this over a little bit here. That might be better anyway, right?
Totally.
Okay. Let's get some rock colors going here. All right. Well, you can't... Payne's Gray is an awfully nice rock color. And I'm going to go ahead and use my...
Are you going to show the small thing? Small thing with the...
Well, I don't want to do that with my stamps. Okay. That's not what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm on a roll here, Mariah. You just got to go with me and not fuss at me about stuff.
I'm not fussing at you. Yep, you're good. I love you. Doing a good job.
Okay, I have to find the rest of my brayer offs here. My selection of brayer offs here that I can. Okay, now this is a good one. Doesn't have much on it. Can't go wrong with that. And I don't know what that is. Smells funny.
What made you sniff it?
Now, I want to stay away from green because I don't want that to fight with the
Right. You need to kind of stick into some
yellows, grays. I don't
complementary.
see that as being something that's going to be.
Uh-huh.
That might, but I think that's a little wide. Now, this is a good one.
Hello, Jerry. Hello to all that are coming in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't
This
already.
is just too much.
Yeah. Ooh, bugs. Yeah, bugs on a...
I know, that's really nice. Now, I don't know about this.
Very busy.
I think it's just too busy. And flowers, I think we saved those for another day.
Yeah, that's the other...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's... All right. Those three, I think, are going to be the best.
Yeah.
Choice of the brayer offs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get some of our Payne's Gray down here. Oh, that's probably more than I had him.
Yeah, I missed something.
Okay. Even if we have a little extra out there right now, remember, it's going to be okay. Because we're just going to keep using our brayer to brayer it off and do it again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so sweet, Lynn. She treats her stuff like... She says that her PM stamps look brand new because of the way she treats them. They are much loved and treated like queens that they are.
I know, I'm terrible.
It's okay.
I'm terrible.
All right, Anthony. Thanks for hanging. I'm telling you, the bubble wrap stamps are the shizzing it. I mean, I know it's simple, but
I'm
sometimes
just going
simple
for
is good.
texture here, and that's what I'm loving about this, is
Mhm.
that it's not so defined that it's you know, you can say, oh, that's something.
Yeah.
And that's why you need it for texture. Okay. All right. Now that's lovely. I'm going to do this just a little bit different. I'm not going to, I don't know. Maybe I should.
Why'd you do part of it just to see if it, okay. You can do the whole thing. Never mind.
Okay. We're going to the next stamp.
Mm-hmm. These are the 3 bubble wrap stamps by Carrie that are brand new. You can, they are one listing. And then you can choose if you want 1, 2, or 3, or you can buy all 3 together. I'm so impressed with how well it, because sometimes, you know, these textury things don't translate well, you know, like from the actual item to its reproduction. And that's why it's so impressive with how Carrie did it.
Now, if I turn this like this, move this over.
Hey, Kathy, we're glad you're back.
Now, with some other coats of other stuff on top of this, you know,
did you see her looking at that thing like, hey,
whatever there. Yes. Okay. Now I've got one
like,
more.
I got plans for you.
Any of the? Did I do the medium one?
No, you did not. You did the big one. No, you didn't do the little one. You did the.
I did the little
big
one
and the medium.
the big one, and then I didn't do the
little.
The little.
Yeah, you haven't done the little.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure about that. Bye, Kim. Thanks for hanging.
Cool. Okay, those probably need to go and be
So I'll put them in
so.
bugs. Are y'all done with them?
Well, I was going to come back with this and do my final print off.
Mm-hmm. She's giving it good jiggles and making the
Okay.
camera move. Sorry.
Pardon?
Nothing. What?
Okay, you can please put them in the sink upside down.
Oh, yeah. The little ones do give a little honeycomb vibe.
Thank you.
Here's her.
It's so funny. There's obviously some kind of a picky thing on there because it's coming off on the. But isn't that cool looking? All right. That away. Turn this over. Oh, look at how cool this looks. I'm doing this because I think we can get. Okay, this is, we've used this one. What is this one? This one is the Asen. Now, this is, you want to get it up. Now,
Mm-hmm.
through this is, oh, look at how it picks that up. Oh my gosh.
Well done. That's so cool looking.
Isn't it? And look at this.
Yeah, I love that. I saw that as I was walking by. That looks fabulous. Yeah, hold it more into the technology and people. There we go.
And it's kind of cool because see where I kind of wiggled it?
Yeah. You really get that bubble wrappy look then.
And then this is just the lighter
Mm-hmm.
version of same.
And you still have some stuff kind of left back there on the plate.
Yeah, I do. I do. I don't know. We can see if we can get that up.
You got a bigger sheet?
Good old Titan buff. Can't beat it. With a big stick. Now, I don't know how dry that is out there. We may just get a really nice
Oh, what
kind
was
of Payne's gray background.
Payne's gray? Right? Legit Payne's gray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it was also
Open.
open.
Yeah, if you want to do anything like, be able to keep rolling it out and do multiple runs at it, that open is just the way to go. Hi, Apple. Got 26 minutes.
That's some good rock color there. Going over it again with the big rocks,
Mm-hmm.
turning them this way and that. And
She means the bubble wrap,
yeah.
aka rocks.
The minute I saw it, I said, "Oh my
I love those rocks. I was like, yeah, it's not rocks, it's bubble wrap.
God." Okay, well,
I might have to add it, aka rocks. Depends on who you're talking to.
all right. Well, look at that. I've got all three of those covered
yes.
up.
The brayer off looks very snake skinny. What Diane said. Oh, Apple. Well, I don't know what her deal is.
What?
She says that your audiobook is awaiting you.
It's what?
Awaiting you. Your audiobook that
Oh.
Apple had gotten you a long time ago. But you need to, go in and click the thing and do the hooty-doo.
Well, I don't know how to do that. You have to help me do that.
I know that's right.
Okay, I'm putting the paper down so that I can see where to brayer off to, and it's been very helpful because I know where to put my paper down to pick it up.
Bye, Rhonda. Thanks for hanging.
There we go. Okay.
All good?
All good. All righty. Now, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right. What we're doing here is I just need to get rid of a bunch of this stuff because I need my smalt blue. What that was.
Can you even open your email on your computer?
I've lost my, I don't know what my password is. I've tried to
Recoup it.
to, you know, retrieve it and whatnot.
You know what you should do?
And I just got very frustrated.
You should just get a new...
Abandon that.
Abandon ship. And start out new. Get yourself a Gmail. And then go from there. I think that would be... We might do that. And then I'll let you know, Apple. Because, yeah.
I just
It's
dribble
complicated.
a little over it, just like, you know, frosting on a cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
Wipe her nose, just for later. Oh, I need to get my stencils up there already, right here.
Look at you. So this is a schmaltz.
It does take a bit of working.
But you can see how that schmaltz, like when it comes out of the tube, that it's different than a lot of other paints.
Maybe I should have used a little more.
No, but it is Hotmail. Oh, that's funny, yeah.
What?
She wanted to know if you had an AOL.
What is that?
Well, some people still have AOL accounts. Some
All right, this is not the I need more smalt.
Yeah.
But it's there. I just promise you. We will get more
schmalty with it.
We will get more schmalty as we go.
Give me a minute.
Give me a minute, that's right.
Oh, that's good information. Susan says that she uses Liquitex slow dry blending medium, but yes, that's, you know, they're in the category of things to make your paints open. And then she says there are also DIY recipes for drying time extender that use glycerin and water. There you go. I have some clients.
That sounds like a very complicated process.
I mean, you'd probably have, yeah, you'd need to get the ratios, probably. Playing around with that would be interesting. The schmaltz has started.
See those little areas? You really have to just come in with your fingers and beat them into shape.
Mm-hmm. Get down in there. Huh. She says, no, really not that complicated. Just mix it in like you do that airbrush medium. Squirt it in there.
And it's you can see it's coming out a lot darker than you saw it on the plate.
Puckering. You've got some puckering.
little areas there where I didn't get down in there quite enough. See? Did there. Okay, that's all right because this is just like, yeah, this is a first one.
This is the new one by Sophia. Isn't it lovely?
I don't know that we'll get very much off that,
Mm,
but
you might be
doesn't hurt to
surprised.
try.
That's right.
Didn't get very much off
Mm-mm.
that. It was pretty dry.
Yeah, she's had her hotmail for a long time. Oh, schmalt.
Schmalt blue.
And not said in a schmalty tone. No, schmalt. It's-
SMALT. I'll hold it up into
Uh-huh.
the camera.
I think Mo thought we were messing with her.
Well, let me
She's gonna
Try
clean
the-
off the name, so
the goo off because it looks like roux instead of
true. See, schmalt.
smalt.
You know.
You know, smalt. All right. Well, I need to use more paint.
Oh yeah.
But isn't that? I think that's
Oh,
just
she's laughing at the way that our Texan
schmalt.
smalt. Let me see if I could do it with a schmalt. Is that how you would schmalt?
I didn't know. Okay, those are. See, you just have to look at those together to really appreciate how wonderful it is to have either a negative, a ghost. This is a ghost print.
Yeah.
But you're getting the same thing with a flop off as a ghost print. You realize that?
Yeah.
You're getting the line, not the shape.
Correct.
All right, now going on, I think I should do another series of these. And then I'm going to use this one. And we're going to try for a little heavier duty schmalty.
schmalt. Eddie keeps telling me,
Schmalty effect.
take it out of my nose.
Okay, I'm using more paint.
Schmalt. Ew. Did you put more out there?
I did.
I don't think you had enough last time.
I don't think I did either.
You were
And I
you were
think
putting like the amount that you would need for like the little plate.
And that's one of the problems when you you change vehicles in the middle of the road.
She wanted to know where the SA or the CH was. And okay, so small. There we go. Schmalt. See, I want it needs that in there. I don't know. Small. Schlitz.
All right, I'm
schmaltz,
trying to get this
schlitz.
mixed up a little better so I don't have to, do super mechanizations on them.
Mhm.
I'm making this very arty-farty over here.
Wonderful. Deb in for some information. Black, dioxazine purple, and ultramarine blue is how smalt. Smalt is created.
I can see that.
Hello, Jennifer. Oh, Candy H, and for the additional information, the history of smalt. I really want to say schmalt. I'm a little sad about losing that. Anyway, the history of smalt dates back to the 15th century. This pigment, composed of potassium, glass, and fused with cobalt, was a cheaper alternative to the more expensive ultramarine. Very nice. Jennifer. Some days it's good information. Some days it's... I mean, it's all good and it's all fun. I just don't know how much. Oh, that's something that happened. There you go. This is what we call the shadow technique.
That's
we
the
really
inadvertent
do.
shadow. I did not mean to do that.
We didn't have to say all that, Candy. You know, you just may have known these things. Brad has some cool stencils geared up for the shadow technique. I just haven't photographed them and got them processed. There you go.
All righty. Well, we're just sallying forth here. I'm not, you know, sometimes I don't know how something works. One time, did I put white with that? I don't think I did. Might have.
You might have, because it seemed a little more oomphy. Yeah, it is. It's almost periwinkle. Like, that's what I would call periwinkle.
I don't think so, though, because it's still transparent. If I put white with it,
I think you just got a lot more out there then. I mean, you just need to put it out there.
Put more paint and less medium.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, this was like the third print.
Yeah. I think you went heavy.
Well, oh my gosh, that's still wet.
Mm-hmm.
Get my bridge table across here. I'm running out of room for things. Hey, let me tell you one thing about this rice paper that's really glorious.
Uh-huh.
It absorbs that stuff immediately. These are dry. This other one over here
Nice.
is not dry. Okay. Got those. I want to keep those out where I can see them.
Oh, wonderful.
Here we go.
Hey, Rosemary. Got 10 minutes. Make this. I think you need one more blop out there. You keep putting out like the same amount. What are you thinking about?
Thinking about maybe using the airbrush.
Maybe that's what you did. I'm telling you, sometimes this is why you need a camera on you at all times. Just
What?
That's why you need a camera on you at all times, just to, you know, play back to see, you know, so you can remember what you did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Tina Schwamberg read that smalt is glass. Schmalt. Hmm.
Do you notice how it doesn't stick to the brayer? The brayer is still yellow.
It's a very interesting paint. Like it's not like other paints.
I just so love the color.
Yes.
I don't, it's difficult to work with. It really, honestly is.
Well, this could be because, see, Robin says that the smalt can be ground into powder and then used as pigment. So maybe that's the deal. It's a different kind of pigment.
It totally is.
Yeah. Yeah, there would be, yeah, that would definitely have to be a pay-per-view kind of situation. And signing waivers and things. And Carla says smalty. Smalty. Little pieces of glass used in mosaics. And yes, this is the Swish Splash Flora designed by Rhonda here. That's Griffin Shale. But that's this particular design, which is a new one for the month of August. Yeah. More paint.
More paint.
More paint was the answer.
More paint was the answer.
Glad we figured that out.
But I'll tell you what the other thing is.
Jerry would like to know why place the other paper on top before you rub it.
Okay, see this here?
So you don't get all painty.
And so I don't, I mean, I know my bear doesn't look like it, but
It would be a lot worse.
And the thing about it is if you go over that paint and it gets the wet paint on here, it's going to stick and pull your paper up.
Mm-hmm. And then you create these fun, like, border papers. If you keep using the same one for a long time. We like to put them in giveaways because they're really interesting. And let me tell you, for an ATC or a postcard, it's the right thing.
I use some of those on our postcards.
Yeah.
Okay, this air conditioner is just driving me absolutely batshit crazy. Oh.
Well, it should be lots of fun when we have to turn on the heater.
Now what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this.
Watch
this.
it.
Just watching me.
Y'all watch.
Freaking amazed.
Ready to ooh and ah. Jennifer, that is a Baron, and you missed Anthony. He was here a little bit earlier. But yes, they are Barons made by Anthony Cody, which he is very kind. And when we finally hit our 10,000 subscribers and we do our big old giveaway, he is going to donate another one. He has like the last couple of times.
Color wheel on the top.
Mm-hmm, with the color wheel on top. So, y'all want to know how we enter that? Well, first of all, you need to be out there sharing the PM Artist Studio live streams and videos and such, mainly the live streams, because that's mainly what we do. But if you share them with people, then more people show up and more people subscribe. I don't know what you're doing, but that looked a little scary. And then we will do a big old giveaway. That's how I'm incentivizing y'all.
Incentivizing.
That's what I was telling Izzy.
Get out there and tell your friends.
Subscribe.
Come on over. They don't really have to do anything once they get there. Oh, it's kind of nice if you do, but
it's totally nice. In fact,
and remind them it doesn't cost anything.
Arty friends that may watch, a few videos or start coming to the streams. Those are the folks we want. That's so beautiful. Did y'all see what she did there? See that happening? And it happened all in one stream. That in itself. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Okay, now we're going to get back to this one.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Make some magic happen.
Make some magic happen.
Mm-hmm. Which one is that?
Transparent red iron oxide.
Mixed with smalt. Is schmaltzy awesome. Mm. Yeah, we may have to put some kind of side note about smalt schmalt. That should be a shirt. You know, like people say, what am I trying to say? It's funny in my brain. I'll just let y'all know that. I'm going to keep it there. Yeah. Good golly. Did y'all see that?
What?
Putting the push into it.
I am. Now, this is the only reason I would say, Anthony,
Ellen.
don't make the, give them a ball, not a, make your own deadgum, but ask for a ball. Because I'm telling you, I use that ball thing all the time.
Well, you could probably, you just need to be a little careful, you know?
No, it would,
You crisscrossed it.
I crisscrossed.
Yeah, so that's what we were telling you, is that it
Yes.
does, it crisscrosses. But
Well,
that
I
is
guess
so
I just
fabulous.
lucked out each time and
It'll, yeah, offset them and lined it up the same way.
all right, now I'm going to see if I can line it
Mhm.
up. Is this the same one that I was using? No, this is different. Okay, I don't know how much is going to come off because there wasn't a lot down there left.
Right.
But let's just go ahead and see if we can pick that up. Because sometimes that picking up some is just way cool. Now, look at this. What's happening over here?
Most is, we got 2 minutes.
Okay.
I think that's what she's telling me.
I can do it. Watch me pull this off in less than 2 minutes.
Not a lot of it's coming up. There wasn't a lot there.
There wasn't. It dried really fast. I think we've got a super dry day today. When I was doing this the other day, maybe some more humidity. Because I'm doing the same thing.
I know. It is interesting. Well, I'll tell you, it was muggy as all get out this morning. I mean, even Izzy was like, she was sweaty by the time
I saw her in the picture. She looked a little, yeah. Glowy.
Smalty.
Smalty, glowy. Oh, and look at how cool this stencil's starting to look.
That looks fabulous. This looks like a rusted gate. Those fancy doors, you know?
Uh-huh.
I like it. That side's pretty exciting
That
as well.
side's pretty good, too. Kind of hard to...
Hot, Jerry. It's hot. I don't know what the exact is, but it has been very hot.
Well,
Okay, we're done.
we're done.
Yeah, it's time.
9.
Yeah.
Hey,
You did good.
did good. I mean, I got through the bugs, the rocks.
So I think by Sunday, here's my thought on if I understand the project correctly. You need to have some of that stuff already cut out and ready to go to, like, you know, put together as your vision. Right?
Yes, and I don't really all that cutting out of what, but I have to make my kitties first.
Well, the cats are coming. And even if you get the cats early on, you can go ahead and do that because it's like you guys have seen the technique. And then if it's really cool or you come up with something different, you can show that technique, but get the pieces and parts ready. How do y'all feel about
And
that?
what I may do too is I may do some, have you do the wah on some of them.
Yeah. Because the kitties need to be
Just
a little
have those
more,
ready
yeah.
too.
Okay.
And I think that'll make it easier to cut out on this flimsy paper.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, guys. We'll see you back here on Sunday. The cats will, I promise, cats will be here Sunday. We'll see you then. Bye.